Young Gav, you are so close to becoming the prodigy we need you to be. Just hurry up and become a toddler. Now, I know some of you might be wondering, why was there no episode? Well, it was a beautiful Father's Day, and I chose to go fishing with my son. And by the end of the day, we hopped off the boat, and we did some shoreline fishing, and we got some bigger bass at the end of the day. It was a great day. I had a lot of fun. It was probably one of the best Father's Days I have had since becoming a father, and I would love to do that again. And, of course, I will. So, we are back with today's episode, and it is time for Mackenzie to, much like myself, become a great father and focus on cleaning up a lot of our wealth that we have that is dirty, so we can then take that wealth and give it to other people to make friends, so that way our son, Gav, can become the hero we need him to be. That is our goal, is to make as many allies as we can. We have 4 allies of which we need to achieve. And Aux Fortress, you guys aren't the same people, but you have the same look and design. Let's change that. We do have Faction Customizer, of course, only using it to change their colors. So there's only 2 of them. There are 2 red evil houses, and these 2 are of the same faction. Everyone else is the other one. So we have 4 allies. The Stout Clan, already an ally. The Empire of Redo, someone we need to actually turn from neutral to ally. We can get the Nyan Cat Empire, which we have been working on. Then there's the Ambas Treaty. Where are they? The Traxa Pact, the Danos Nation, yum yum, get you some, and the Shattered Empire. The Shattered Empire is going to be easier. We just have to get Skull his ceremony done, and we need to pick out of these factions which ones we are really going to focus on. And unfortunately, these chairs are not the chairs we need. We need to build a throne, and I need a Colossus Heart. We do need to take a day to go hunting for a Colossus Heart, and little baby Gav has finally become a child. We are, of course, going to keep Gav as a curse bearer. That's not an issue there, and Fitzroy is in danger. Fitzroy can be in as much danger as she wants to be. We've finally gotten Gav as to a toddler, and I think the best thing for us to take is going to be the Damask. And I really want the Damask. The Arcane Staff is good, but you know what? I don't know. I know we're taking it. I don't know if I've made the right decision to go for the Arcane Staff over the Goodwill or the Damask to really kind of set the ally. In the meantime, while I decide if I made the right choice, we're going to have ourselves a brand new transport. This is a 5-person carriage. We're going to call it the Grave Transit. If someone has a better name for it than the Grave Transit, let me know. But we need something that we can start transporting over land a lot of our units. And we are going to be using these huge caravans to go across when we start sending our military over to take out enemy factions. We also need to make sure that when that time comes, Gav is fully educated and is ready to become the absolute best sanguiphage leader that we can have. But if I can actually get myself to put a school together, that would be fantastic. I do need some cheap and easy obtainable materials, so let's go ahead and start breaking down all these boxes and broken down caravans. It's not going to be a whole heck of a lot of material, but it will be enough for us to get shit together. Gav, a toddler, reading intently on his great aunt Fariz's throne. I don't know, they're not related, but I feel like Fariz and Arcady are the aunts of the children, right? Like, they're the aunt and uncle or the grandparents along with Skull. Like, it's just that every kid's gonna have 3 grandparents, and it's gonna be Skull, Arcady, and Fariz. Now, Mackenzie, it is time for you to get your ass out of here, if I can just find you wherever the hell you are. I need you to go and use your incredibly oversaturated social skill. Thank you. He was hiding in the list. I need you to go ahead and use your over-exaggerated social skill to go and just give people gifts. Say, here's some things we thought you'd like, be our friend, and be successful with it. Arcady is meditating. Why is Arcady meditating? It's supposed to be Fariz. Meditate. It's on your schedule. Why is it on your schedule? Son of a bitch! Alright, that's my screw up. I don't know what happened in the last episode for me to give... Oh, shit, come on. There we go. For me to give Arcady Fariz's meditation schedule, but we cannot be doing that. Come on now. Come on, let's get that fixed. I feel so stupid. The guy doesn't even have a meditation spot. Now, we do need one other thing that is super important. I abandoned it long ago at the very beginning of the series, and unfortunately, a lot of the profane things are not stuffable, and I understand why. They're not completely Medieval Overhaul in sync. But for the profane flags, I need to have cloth. So we do need to build ourselves a cotton field. That will at least take care of a fair amount of the cloth needs, and maybe we could break up the flax field because we have a tremendous amount of linen right now. I don't know what we'd break it up into. I know Devil Strand might be a good idea to start shifting into so we can start making stronger gambesons. There's the cotton. There we go. But as long as we are stable with our production of fabrics, I think we'll be in a really good position. What goddamn madman couldn't make all the damn stools into one place, and then Mackenzie decides to arrive exactly when he means to. Not early, not late, exactly when he means to, when I'm in the middle of something else. Thank you, Mackenzie. I appreciate it, my friend. Now, this is going to do a good job about putting us all the way deeper into neutrality, and you can never trust a neutral person. You never know which side they're on. We'll finish changing the stools over to be one type. There we go. The schoolroom is also our dining room, and let's enter Silverwood. I lost 25 minutes worth of footage of me deciding that it was actually a better idea to go to the small ruin with Mackenzie and see how good of an adventurer he has become. Now, Mackenzie's not as well built as Skull, and that's perfectly fine, but he is built enough to where he should be able to solo this fairly well. He's got good armor, he's got the good helmet, he's got a good sword. Okay, they're using basic instruments of war, nothing crazy. It looks like a bronze spear, wood axe. He's actually doing wonderful. He's just cutting legs off and everything. Just execute him, Mackenzie. There's the... Oh, and... Blah. Yes! Yes! Alright. By the way, I've learned that the best way to start carving through things is go through the walls. There we are. 10-minute mark, and we get a decapitation. Everybody knows you start your episodes off with a decapitation as early as you can in the first 10 minutes. Start getting everybody, Mackenzie. There's the bill hook. Oh, it always worries me that one of them is just going to get a good critical. Mackenzie, refill your hemogen, please. And let's just eat this guy to death. That's fine. Do a little Astarian blood-sucky num-num-num-num-num. Mackenzie, why don't you go ahead and open up that royal chest? That way we can see what's worth having in this place. There's only a few extra rooms in here. You Oh, there's a dangerous rat. You are bleeding relatively minorly, but you got a 14-hour bleed out time. So let's go ahead, get him. Second decapitation of the day. It's exciting. I just like seeing it happen. Mackenzie, perfect. Well done. Neck cut off. Arm. That's 3 decapitations. It just didn't give me the animation. I will say that it is nice to have seen Mackenzie come so far in the 4 years that he has been a part of the colony. He's come close to death multiple times. He has proven himself many a times, and he's just getting better and better, and now he is at a point where I think I want to start trusting more ruins with him and a small party that he can call his own. Now, you guys are House Hesse, right? That's not these guys. No, that's the Neon Cat Empire. Perfect. So, if we get Mackenzie a small party of characters to be his own little adventuring troupe that he can also take Gav on in the future, I think this character is going to shine not only as, like, the son of Skull, our first adventurer, the one who's done a lot of these, going out and taking care of all of the ruins that we've had, who's built up a lot of our colony, along with Arcady and Farise, who've been those great homemaker characters. And I would say with this small ruin, he's done a fantastic job proving himself useful. We're getting away with extra food. We're getting away with some nice new books we can give away, some chalices, sapphire dice, emeralds. And we did come away with some steel as well as a golden chalice, which is great. Where's all the steel? 403. We can take all 403 ingots. Yes! I forgot we took the ox cart, and I usually forget how heavy they are. We're also going to take the bronze, because the bronze is actually sought after by many of the people. The only thing I don't know is, and I feel like it shouldn't be, and I'm going to have to do a test, is if the bronze is stronger than the steel, because you take steel ingots to make bronze ingots. So I'm going to have to figure that out. Now, the Stout clan, our allies, very, very weak allies, we're not strong with them yet, have sent us a message, and they need us to take care of a snake-infested ruin. Well, we will absolutely take it. It's 16 exalted medicine, something we do need. Familiar scent. I don't know if that's something we can utilize. We'll take a look at it down the line. But we cannot pass up aiding our allies. We have to do that to keep the good relations going and keep them nice and strong. The next thing we need to do is get ourselves a ship to transit at some point in the future across the ocean to take out the Profane Legion, so that the only Profane that exist are within our faction. Now, none of our characters at this point are old enough to where we need to decide if we're going Sanguiphage or Profane with them. We have Rose, we have Thrasilius, and we have the prisoners. Now, I don't know which of our prisoners we should be doing this to, and again, I'm leaning towards turning the Divine Order prisoners into Profane. But that also falls against the creation of humanity that Mackenzie here has inspired. Not the creation, I should say, more like the holding on to humanity. The Shattered Empire needs help with a Royal 13. Sure, whatever. You know what? I cannot house 13 prisoners. That's not gonna happen with me. And I don't want the Elder Brains, because we're not doing that kind of run right now. Oh, maybe there will be another day we revisit a Medieval Overhaul Illithid mod, but today is not the day. We have a raid, the Galatis Coalition, a bunch of brigands. You know what? Let's go ahead and put our kill room treasure vault to good work. Oh god. It's slowing down. It's slowing down so much on the zoom. We can't do that anymore. I do love that the AI is at this point where it's, alright, we can get into the base, the walls are too thick, we will leave before that guy just got his head blown off by a Geary. That was beautiful. This room has proven to be exceptionally well thought out and well crafted. Why are you killing a tortoise? You are fucking monsters. That was our tortoise. Who just comes in and kills a tortoise? It's not gonna bite you. It's not a snapping turtle. Leave it alone. You guys are monsters. That tortoise has been with us for about 2 years now. Why would you do that? We're gonna avenge that tortoise. We're gonna open up the gate. We're gonna send melee in, start taking out the rear. There's a good amount of them, but none of them are really using awesome level weapons for me to really worry about. So let's get everybody out, get combat command activated, and start pushing our way out. We might have made a mistake. Arcady, move. All right, Farise is down. Arcady can't get in there. Damn it. Skull's in there. Skull's doing work. But Vulture's good. Thrasilius is down. Vladimir, rescue Thrasilius. Or Farise. Let's rescue Farise. Farise is more important. She's a leader of the colony. I'm sorry to say, I don't want... Who the fuck just yeeted Skull? I couldn't think of his name. He just got fucking yeeted. Holy shit. Haas is... Oh, no! Haas is dead. Fuck. They're routed. Okay, they're routed. They're not kidnapping anybody. They're just fleeing. Shit. Shit, Skull. Just hurry up, Skull. Finish them off. Arcadie's crawling away. Okay. Can I rescue Arcadie? Vladimir, rescue no. Who's more important? Fariz is on the other side. Rescue Vulture. Get Vulture out of there. He's living. Fariz and Arcadie aren't bleeding. I need to remember that the Profaned don't need to be the major focus. Okay. Elisa, out of everybody, you're the only one who's worth kidnapping, but you are fragile at this point. We could put you in melee again, just put you in plate armor. Oh my god, what a fucking day. Okay, let's start getting the Profaned up and out of the way. And we lost Haas. I can't believe we lost Haas. Alright, it's not a big deal. Is Lilia... Arcadie, can you pick your hammer back up? Lilia can pick him up. She's got enough side focus. Perfect. Lilia, let's go and get Haas up and running. You are my only saving grace right now. And we really should get another necromancer, but it also feels extremely busted to keep doing this. We never actually lose anybody as long as they're not dead for too long. Lilia, amazing work as always. And we also need to build some extra graves out because I'm not going to keep rebuilding all of the sarcophagi in the center room for them to keep destroying a disease, infection, death. No! God damn it! What happened? You bled out, didn't you? Because the infection's minor. Son of a bitch! We can't pick him up. Alright, I don't know if resurrecting him is going to be useful for right now. Let's put him on ice. Aguirre, go ahead and haul him into the freezer, please. And then we'll take corpses off of the freezer so we don't start putting people in there. And we will unallow your corpse. Thraselius. Or Thrasellus. I don't know what your name is. I never knew what your name is. You were always there. As terrible as this is going to say, the most important character is back alive, because without Haas, we have no crafting. Finally, mechanical legs are unlocked. 80% body part efficiency, so if we lose any limbs, we can replace them relatively easily. However, it is time for all of our people, melee included, to have a ranged weapon. Melee is only going to have these as their sidearms, because that's really all we need out of them, is to have a sidearm. And what I desperately need is for Mackenzie to hurry up and wake the fuck up. Lilia, how are you doing, my girl? You are at 34%. Okay. We should be able to get her ready to resurrect. The Shattered Empire wants us to build a stony structure. Alright, a Van Gogh Iron Persona Knife. That's dark. Soulstone Curse Bearer. Well, hello, my friend. We could make a new tier of Profaned. We could make a better Profane. That is promising. We're accepting this. What was going to be a location for a beautiful school is now going to be a location for a beautiful structure to honor the Shattered Empire because, well, we don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. I'm sorry. I can't do it, Gav. You're going to have to suffer. You're going to have to continue getting your education inside of the dining room. This is far more important for us to be able to build a new level of Profane. And there is one other thing. Is a rebirth potion. Once we have that done... Wait a minute. No. We have like 2, don't we? We have 2. This is it. Rebirth potion. There we go. Skull. Rebirth potion. Right now. Goddamn trucks passing by the house. God fucking damn it. Skull. Get him up. Get him up. Get him up. Get him up. Let's go. It's fine. It's all good. Everything is coming together because my memory is not as shitty as I thought it would be. He has no dementia. He's not blind. Yes. Everything is coming to pass exactly the way it needs to be. Faree's getting a level up. Let's get Word of Immunity, and that will help us with all infections. Thank the gods for this. And I think because we're going to thank the gods, we are going to make a sacrifice of Angus. Because in the end, out of the leather and out of the meat, the Muffalo will provide the better quality of fur that we don't have to process as much, and we can make better quality clothing out of the Muffalo fur than we can the Angus leather. And there we are. Balloons arrived. There's the masterwork knife Van Gogh. This is still so fucking dark. Let's take it. And it's even got kill sorrow too, and that's what's throwing me off. We'll replenish our Resurrector Mech Serum, and we will go and collect that Soul Stone. That Soul Stone is key for us to create the next age of Profaned. A dare. What is a deer? A dare. A fabled legend amongst common folk, a gigantic deer with the body of a bear. Or was it a bear with the horns of a deer? Nevertheless, its maw does not discriminate for when the beast hungers for prey. A dare's body contains majestic antlers that can be recovered by butchering. That's a lot of meat. And that's a lot of leather. That is definitely something we could kill. I don't know if we will kill it, but we could. And Mackenzie's finally... Oh, Mackenzie's got 4 levels. I didn't want to take blood focus. Shit. We don't need the psi focus either because he's not psi focusing yet, but it will be something we need to dip into for another thing, in which is going to be Warlord. Let's take Hemo Drain. Close Wounds might be really good to take too. Let's see. Mackenzie, if I give you Hemo Drain, that gives you Word of Offering. Convinces target to offer. Can be used during combat. Oh, that's really good. We could... I want to test that out. Forcibly extracting Hemogen. Blood Right's pretty good. Blood Storm. Creates a downpour of blood, inflicting non-human with Blood Mist. Interesting. Causing intense vomiting. Sanguiphages instead regenerate Hemogen and don't gain Psychic Heat when casting Psycast. Ooh. That will be a really good power to invest in. Blood Spew. No, let's not do that. Let's take Close Wounds. Since he can't coagulate himself, Close Wounds will make the most sense. Corpse Explosion or Word of Offering. We're going to take Word of Offering. I want to test out Mackenzie's ability to become this great vampire lord that will only be overshined by his son. Elisa... You are a character I don't know what to do with as a prisoner. With that fragile, it really throws me off. Haas, you're not supposed to be... Oh, right! All your work orders, Haas, have been completely overwritten and now are being rated again. It hasn't even been that long. How many days has it been? I'm checking the record. It has only been 4 days. It has been 4 fucking days and you're raiding me again. Well, I'm gonna test out my firing line with Skull. This is the only thing I can think of to do right now is to weaken their forces as much as humanly possible. Skull doing what Skull does best and just busting heads and getting shot in the back of the head. Did you take any damage from that? Torso bruise musket. Yeah, you did. Oh, Skull, my friend, I'm so sorry. Haas, what are you doing? Haas, you just came back to life. Get back in there. Everyone is set up and in position. There we go. 2 factions only. And I do love that it is the slow dribble in. This is... Oh, Gav, you just keep training. You keep meleeing and being you, buddy. This is what I love, though. This has proven to be the best course of action. And once we start getting all of our melee units a flintlock pistol... Vladimir, why don't we get you in a position where you can utilize your Scythe's range capabilities? I don't know if we'll give Vladimir a flintlock pistol, since the Scythe does ranged attacks. But what we can do is give Skull, Thress, give Arcady, Farees, Haas, Vulture, Mackenzie, get all of them a flintlock pistol. So that way they can also make use of the embrasures and fire out, and we can keep the range damage going before we start sending the melee units in. And I think if we put them on the entry corridor with those 2 tunnels that we have at the bottom, that would probably be the best spot for them. So they deal weaker damage, and if the enemy really doesn't push forward into the treasure room, then we can deal with that. Skull, go ahead and pursue a little bit. And at least with that thought process of everybody having a sidearm, there we go, yeah, you see, we got the 6 embrasures, we put all of our melee units into those, so then they go up out of the gateways there, and they go out through the iron gates, and they create this forced funnel. And we can just kind of hold them at the door there. We can put 4 at the door, 2 in the front, 2 on the sides, and it always comes into... God damn it! We haven't even started rebuilding and already an infestation as well. I need a break. I still haven't changed over my goddamned freaking storyteller. And you're just consistently hitting me with infestation after next thing after next. I was gonna just try and campaign across the goddamn map today. I wasn't gonna do any of this fighting shit. I was gonna be peaceful today. It was gonna be a nice quiet day. Maybe the only fighting we did was in tombs and in ruins. But no, this is this now. My plan for tomorrow, however, is going to go and get as much soul stones as we can from biotech labs across the map. That is going to be the goal. Making allies in biotech labs. I want to collect as many soul stones as possible, and I want to collect as many God, I can't speak. As many souls as I possibly can. Now, we also have a problem when it comes to wood. We are burning through our forest exceptionally fast, so I'm going to generate an area that can help us with that entire problem very, very quickly and very, very efficiently. So we're going to turn this entire section into just one large forest grow area. That way the natural forest can grow and we can have the cutting forest grow at the same time. Now it is time to have Skull shine brightly and make some connections with our neighbors that we desperately need him to go out and make friends with. He hasn't really had the time to shine today, despite killing so many people in those raids. So many people. He's done amazing work today so far. Let's get rid of a lot of the fur. We're not getting rid of the human leather. We're not getting rid of the muffalo wool or the lindworm scales. We need those. The human leather is so goddamn important. I am never doing another cannibal run. There is so much crap all over my base. I just cannot get through it fast enough. Even with all these people working here, I cannot get through all this goddamn crap. Most of it has rotted away outside. Let's go ahead and get our trees built up and see what we can choose from, despite knowing it's going to take about 2 quadrums. For the hardwood, the oak trees, okay, the lightless trees, 250 days for the Imperium. Man, we might just grow a few of those out just to, like, really kind of shine. But let's go with the lightless trees. That will take enough time, and they will, in the end, provide us enough massive wood growth. And we can allow the natural forest all around us to grow back. The other thing we need to fulfill is the sacrificial flag. That's the other reason we're growing cotton as well. Once we get that put together, we're going to have a nice ceremony, and hopefully it comes out 100%. Arcady, my friend, you are the first one to get a flintlock pistol. Look how cool you are. You gave it a little twirl right at the start. Let's go ahead and give that a fire. Now, there is a prerequisite if you are giving all of your melee unit chaucers. They are going to need to drop the chaucers, so that way they can then have the flintlock as a sidearm, and then they will re-equip the chaucers themselves, as long as you have it in a pre-required outfit. As long as it's a managed outfit, they will re-equip them afterwards, but you have to take them off so that the way they can equip the flintlock. I'm not sure if that's going to have any issues when you go to pick up a downed unit and they drop it, because I'm pretty sure I have where's my weapon, and I don't know if that's going to create a conflict where they might not be able to do it, and you have to, again, manually make them drop their gear and then have them pick up the flintlock as their sidearm. So we'll touch that if it happens or when it happens, and we'll kind of see where we go from there. Let's go ahead and just get rid of all that stuff, Skull. How's that put us with them? They're at 55 now. Perfect. Let's ask for a quest. What happened? Shit. Oh, no, we froze. Well, hey guys, welcome to the freezing part of the stream. Oh, come on, hurry up, unfreeze. I think I clicked it like 2 or 3 times. 2 times, there we go. Mantizo in the Labyrinth and trade with Aux's Fortress by the Cave. 29 mechanical toes. For Pollock Seeds, Soul Stone, Rebirth Potion, Tinder Joints, and a snake-infested ruin for Tornado Spell Scroll, Soul Stone, or Fur Captain. Fauna Fur Wells, Baseliner, Eccentric Miner, Ascetic. She's really good. We have time to accept that one, but I do think we are going to accept the mechanical toes. So let's get started, please, if you would. Haas, my friend, you're going to be making mechanical toes. You don't have a choice in the matter, and we'll get Vladimir on the toe making as well. 30 toes. It's 29. We're going to make 30 just in case somehow one of them gets lost along the way. And that is, that's what we've resurrected Haas for. We resurrected Haas to make mechanical toes. I'm a monster. Haas is a valued member of this colony. Thank you, Haas. I think having Haas finish off with making 30 mechanical toes is a great spot to end for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Shout out to the patrons. Thank you so much for supporting the channel on Patreon. You too can support the channel on Patreon by hitting down in the description below. There's a link there. You can also support by becoming a channel member. You can also support for free by hitting like, subscribe, the bell notification, commenting, and letting me know your thoughts on today's episode, and praying for Haas to not lose his mind. He was dead. He had a final rest. And now, he's making toes. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Peace.